There is a postman in my town who works only after midnight. No one knows where he lives. No one knows when he sleeps. People simply call him the Silent Courier. I saw him for the first time on a winter night. It was around 2 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, so I was sitting by my window when I noticed an old man walking down the road. He wore a long, dark raincoat and carried a leather satchel. Nothing strange about that, except for one thing. He was walking toward the cemetery at 2 in the morning. I assumed he was drunk. The next night, I saw him again. Same raincoat, same satchel, same direction. And the night after that. Then I became curious. So one night, I followed him. The cemetery on the eastern side of our town is ancient. Most graves are broken. The names have faded. Banyan roots have swallowed entire sections. Even during the day, people avoid it. At night, it feels like another world. The old man pushed open the rusted gate and entered. I followed him from a distance. The moon was hidden behind clouds. Everything was covered in mist. The old man sat on a stone bench and opened his satchel. That's when I realized he wasn't carrying parcels. He was carrying letters, hundreds of them. He took out one envelope. I could read the writing. To my mother, third grave from the well. Another, to Jenny, the grave with blue flowers. Another, to my husband, under the banyan tree. No street names, no house numbers, only graves. I felt a chill. The old man folded the letters carefully and began walking. He moved through the cemetery as if he knew it by heart. Left, right, straight. He never looked around. He never hesitated. At one grave, he tucked an envelope beneath a flower pot. At another, he slipped a letter between two stones. At another, he buried an envelope beneath the soil itself. I finally approached him. Excuse me? The old man looked up. His eyes were tired, but kind. What are you doing? He glanced at the letters. Delivering mail? To dead people? Yes. I laughed. He didn't. Who sends these? He adjusted his satchel. People who ran out of time. I frowned. What do you mean? He looked at a nearby gravestone. People who never got to say goodbye. He picked up another envelope. This one is from a mother who lost her son. Another. This one is from a woman whose husband died during an argument. Another. This one arrived yesterday. He held up a tiny pink envelope. It contains a drawing from a 6-year-old girl to her grandmother. I looked at the satchel. Suddenly, it didn't seem full of paper anymore. It seemed full of grief. Do you read them? I asked. The old man shook his head. Never. Aren't you curious? He smiled. I don't carry letters. He tapped the satchel gently. I carry things people couldn't say in time. For some reason, that sentence stayed with me. We walked deeper into the cemetery. The graves became older, more broken. The mist grew thicker. Eventually, The original man stopped. The old man looked inside his satchel. Only one envelope remained. He took it out, an old white envelope. Its corners had softened with age. He stared at it for a long time. Then he looked at me. "What is your name, son?" I smiled. "Everyone calls me Jay." The old man's face changed, very slightly. He looked down at the envelope. Then he handed it to me. "Why are you giving me this?" The old man smiled, a strange, tired smile, and said, "Because you may rest in peace now." I frowned. I looked at the envelope. My smile disappeared. Written on it were 4 words: To Jay from Baba. I don't know why my hands suddenly became cold. I opened the letter. Inside was a single page. The handwriting trembled, as if it had been written by someone crying. It said, "Jay, I'm sorry. I should never have scolded you for playing football all day. I should never have shouted because of one bad result. I thought marks decided a person's future. I was wrong. No examination is worth a son." I said terrible things that evening. I did not know those words would become your last. I still keep your football by the door. I still look at your blue jersey and wait for you to come home. I still hear your mother crying at night. I still blame myself every day. You were always a good boy, and I loved you more than my own life. If these letters ever reach you, forgive me. Love, Baba. I read the letter once, then again, and then a third time, because suddenly I remembered rain, a report card, my father's voice, my mother's crying, a football lying in the corner of my room, the pond near our house, cold water. And then nothing. I looked up. The old postman was already walking away through the fog. I wanted to call him, but I couldn't. The words in my hand had begun to blur.